This is what we're making. It's a cool chicken salad. Really easy and a wonderful starter or a side dish. I'm going to show you how to make it, and here are the ingredients. All the details will come later. I'm using half a roast chicken here. The reason there's only a half is because we've already eaten the legs and the wings. Now here are some potatoes, some broad beans, a small amount of peas and carrots. All of these are cooked, and then I'm adding mayonnaise and a little bit of lemon juice. Now I'm going to deal with the cooked roast chicken. I'm just taking the slices off the breast. It's quite easy to do this, it doesn't take very long, and I'm speeding it up as you can see, and I'm taking off tiny little bits of skin because for this purpose we don't want any skin. So I'm now chopping it up, ready to mix in with the vegetables to continue the salad. Now we're ready to make the whole mixture. The first thing you do is to put some mayonnaise into a large bowl. I won't say exactly how much this is, it's a few tablespoons. And to that you're going to add a squeezed half a lemon. And that's just to loosen it up a little bit, but to give it also a slightly lemony flavour. Then, when you've done that, we're going to add something else. First of all, the potatoes. Then you add some of the chicken. And now some of the vegetables. I'm putting in about half the quantity of everything because I'm not sure how much mayonnaise you'll want, because what you don't want to do is to make it too runny. Now that you've got half of it in, you can speed it up and do it a little bit quicker and just put all the rest in together, and then you have your mixture. I'm pouring the mixture into a plastic pot. This is one that used to contain raw mushrooms. It's useful to keep these things sometimes, as you'll see later on. What you need to do is just smooth it over, pressing it down a little bit so it goes into all the corners. Then you need to chill it just for a little while, because what you're going to do is turn it out. I'm turning it out onto a glass plate. I've taken it out of the fridge and I'm putting the plate on top and then turning it over. Then you just lift off the plastic thing and there it is. Now I'm going to decorate it. You may see that a little bits of it might be falling off at the side, and that's because I haven't chilled it very long. I did say it should stay an hour or so in the fridge. Now I'm dealing with a few sugar peas or snow peas. Just to show you how I prepare them, you pull the little tops and bottoms off and then you cook them for about 3 minutes till they're still a little bit crunchy, but they are cooked. And I put them all the way around. You may have noticed that I don't put much salt with everything. That's because I salt the vegetables and everything else while I'm cooking, so I don't need to add more later. What I adding on the top of this is just a few slices of radishes just to make it look pretty. So I've got chives, making those little lines, filling them in with the radishes, and at the end you will have this lovely, cool chicken salad. I hope you like it.
I'm Judy Jackson, and what you've just seen is a very easy starter or part of a main course. Now the summer is here and something wonderful has happened in England. We are now allowed to see people in our own homes. So for the first time in many months, it's like 15 months in my case, we can invite people to come for a meal. But I'm not pretending that this is going to be easy, because for those of us who have been cooking for 1 or 2, the idea of putting enough on the table for 5 or 6 is a bit daunting. One of the things that makes it hard is getting it all together while your guests are there. And so this is what I had in mind when I was making this dish. The first thing that I didn't tell you at the beginning, but I will tell you now because it's really important, is when you're preparing the vegetables, cut the potatoes up first before you boil them. If you try to cut up boiled potatoes, you'll get them mushy. But if you cut them up first, they come nice. So that little tip is one to join all the other tips which I've just told you. So I hope you're going to enjoy making this dish. It is, of course, with chicken, but you could change it. You could add salmon. You could add nothing at all. You could just make it vegetarian. Whatever you do, I do hope you might feel like perhaps clicking the subscribe button or contacting me if you want to know anything at my website, The Armchair Kitchen. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Here's the vegetarian version.